think about music, man. Like, think about, like, just there aren't that many chords.
Nope.
And just think about the variety and diversity of music that it continues to be made. And, like, yeah, sure, there are times where there's copyright infringement. And, yeah, sure, there are times when you and I listen to a song and we're like, that sounds a lot like the 1982 version of whatever. Most of them are different. They're different pieces of music altogether. That's incredible. So from Noah and his family is packed in there all of the diversity, the diverse capabilities within that family somehow. So you want to talk about like melanin in the skin, or you want to talk about like
I didn't talk about anything like
personality, musical taste, skills, anything.
Yeah, anything that we can adapt to. But like specifically what I was talking about.
Yeah.
So if like I'm not going to say that diversity is the goal, but if that is part of if that is a trophy of grace of God's design,
it is.
How do we? Here it goes. I'm going to dive right in. Are you ready for this? It's good. I'm going to dive right in. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that I, in my current existence, am a trophy of God's grace?
Yes.
So, when I die and I am healed, I won't even put air quotes around it, healed.
Yeah.
Who's to say that I'm not this? If I am a trophy of God's grace the way that I am, why do I physically need to be healed?
You're going to get me down a path where we're going to ask questions like this that we're not going to have clean answers to. It's going to make me very emotional because I have people in my head that I love, yourself included, that I think of. Mm-hmm. And I want to be careful because I'm not writing your story.
Well, especially when you consider that a lot of the reason I am the way I am is because of what I have had to be long suffering through with my body. So
if my one friend at church, she dreams of having her leg back on the new earth, I'm dreaming right along with her. If my friend and coworker that's sitting right across from me says, this is pretty fundamental, my CP is pretty fundamental to who I am, and just be careful that we don't celebrate something that doesn't really feel like me anymore. I want to be really sensitive to that.
It's an interesting question, though, isn't it?
Yep.
Like, I know that there are people that would say, well, it's an effective sin. And yes, that is true.
I'm going to speak for myself here. I don't dream of Jacob Odell being different than what he currently is. Because to me, it's too far of a leap where now he's somebody else. I don't know.
That is interesting.
I don't know.
What do you do with that?
I don't know.
Because like you can make the argument that, oh, well, what's going to be healed is our sin nature, which, yes, but then why do we talk about you're going to be... I don't even... Like, how do you talk about that?
I don't know.
Because I don't want to, be with a cancer patient and say, you're not going to be fully restored because this cancer is making you a trophy of God's grace, and without it, you'd be a different person. So
I don't know.
I don't know how to I don't even really. I know how to engage it for myself.
I know.
But I don't know how to engage it for others.
When you told me that a couple weeks ago, that gave me major pause. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did tend to do that thing with you when I thought of and his arm's not going to hurt, so there's that, and he's going to be able to walk around freely. And then you were like, I'm not sure that I want that though. And it's like, wow, okay, because I'm sure that I don't want back pain, but you're right. Now you're making me think, because the back pain has made me so much more patient, man, and so much more gracious than I ever would have been. It would have taken me forever to cultivate what I currently have, and that is not about me. That is about what God's done through the pain in the midst of it, without healing any of it. Yes, a doctor here and a physical therapy there, and yes, you smooth out some of the sharp edges. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm very thankful. My neck hurt so bad 8 years ago, I almost quit. I'm not like, I'm very thankful for modern medicine. That's not the point. But you're making me really pause.
Well, and then you got to consider the fact that it's like, okay, so the way we talk about heaven is everything on this plane of existence will be like a distant memory, and so then like what will it matter? And it's kind of like I don't know about that, but also like yes, but also like I don't know about that.
You're gonna wipe my memories, the beautiful memories that I have of my friendships, and I hope not.
Yeah, but then we're getting down a rabbit hole here.
I know.
But then like how do you reconcile like I don't know that marriage will look the same in heaven. Will it even exist? Will it even need to exist? Will it even matter because we'll all be worshiping God?
I don't know. He's got to do that thing where I think he preserves our humanity, and yet it's also different. How do you... I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
I can't... Part of me can't wait. Part of me cannot wait to find out. The other part of me is a little nervous as we're talking about it, because I want...
Because he might do that thing where he forces a thing, and
but he's either
it doesn't matter what we want.
He's either good, the best way that we can describe him, or he's not. And if he is, he's gonna do whatever he's gonna do is so much better than what I can possibly imagine. And I think to me, the hints are strong that he's gonna preserve me, that he actually loves me. He doesn't love generic Ben, generic humanity. He actually sees and loves me, and he sees and loves you. And we gotta try to trust him.
I think that is the third time on this podcast we have had a conversation that is similar to that point. One of these days off. Never mind. That's a different podcast. We'll talk about that later.